On today's episode of Video Marketing Madness, free video resources you may not even know about. And on top of that, today's episode is sponsored by freevideoeditor.co, which is perfect for today's episode. If you're looking to start editing video and you don't want to spend a fortune on video editing tools, well, today's your chance. Head on over to freevideoeditor.co, download our video editing software along with all the other goodies that we have available there, and you could start editing like a pro without paying the pro prices. Head on over to freevideoeditor.co right now and leave off the last M for make. So it just went off the screen there. Make.
Oh, okay.
So leave off the last M for make. freevideoeditor.co. And with that, let's hit that funky music, white boys.
Hit it.
He's Ray the video guy, yeah, Ray the video guy. His skill is where it's at, even if he's a little fat. He's filled with video expertise and has so much knowledge that you need. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing so sick. He's Ray the video guy, yeah, Ray the video guy.
And it's the radio show about video marketing madness with Ray the Video Guy, and I'm Steve Sleeper on the Show podcast network. And you might hear a little barking in the background. That's my wife. I mean,
ouch.
That's the dogs. She ignores me. It's okay. I'm fine.
Who, the dog or your wife?
Yeah, both. But my wife especially.
Michael thinks you're funny. He gave the little laughter button in the
okay,
top
well,
there,
good. Yeah, we had the chimney sweep here today, and they're just wrapping things up out
now,
there.
wait. I got to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Did they sing?
No. Chimney, chim-chimaroo, yeah.
No, they didn't sing. That's kind of too bad. They should.
Yeah, but we've got a little rat terrier beagle mix that is on guard when anybody comes around. When they delivered the refrigerator, she didn't want the guy coming out into the hallway.
There you go.
You know, she's not very tall.
Oh, well,
he just kept going into the hallway.
Well, there you go. That's it. Delivery refrigerator people, beware.
Got a new dishwasher. Got the chimney swap.
We actually did that too. I know it's crazy. We just built a new house. It came with a dishwasher, and we just replaced it. So.
Oh, no kidding. Wow. I'm hoping it was under warranty.
No, we chose to replace it with a better one. But
I see. Okay.
They gave an okay one, but it was kind of a cheapy one, you know. And it looked nice, but it was kind of didn't like it. So.
And welcome to Home Improvement.
Yes, Home Improvement with Ray and Steve. All right. Well, let's forget about Home Improvement for a minute. Let's talk a little bit about free video resources that you can use to improve your video marketing, video editing, video creation, whatever you happen to do with video. And, there's a lot of great resources out there. And if you're listening to the show, whether live or whether you're listening to it in the future, be sure to leave a comment. If you've got a good resource that maybe we don't talk about, there may be one that, people will want to hear about. So you want to either put it into the comments below the live video, or you could send it to us in an email or at Video Marketing Madness, whatever you want to do. Just send it to us so that we can understand exactly what kind of resources you know of that we don't, or that we just forget about, because we're kind of lazy. Sometimes we forget things.
Yeah, especially me.
Yes.
At my advanced age.
So the first one I want to talk about is actually a really interesting one, and this is a video editing program that it's kind of strange. They give you a free version of what is probably one of the most expensive and most powerful tools out there. And the free version they give you is actually completely fully powered. You can do almost anything in it. It doesn't have some of the high-end advanced features, with some of the bigger, fancier cameras and things. But for people that are shooting with traditional cameras, smaller professional cameras, even iPhones, whatever it happens to be, it's a beautiful video editing system, and it's called DaVinci Resolve. They're in number 14 with this. And it's great because they give you the basic version of it completely for free. And I think their idea behind it is, they give away this one for free. As you start to learn, maybe you're a young editor, you go get an editing job somewhere, and then they get them to buy $10,000 worth of DaVinci Resolve to help you work with it. They also sell a lot of plugins. So once you get the free DaVinci Resolve, they're hoping that you're going to buy plugins and things like that for it. But the basic software itself is one of the most powerful video editing tools on the planet. And we're talking about, completely on par with, or even better than Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. I mean, just a very, very powerful software. Now, with that comes a high learning curve. However, for basic things, if you've ever used another editing system, you can probably figure most of it out as far as the editing goes. However, where it really gets complex is in doing things like green screening and color correction. Extremely high-end advanced tools in there. Works very differently. In DaVinci Resolve, let's say you've got a green screen, an actor on a green screen, you actually switch to a different editor inside of DaVinci Resolve specifically for doing all this color work. But the work that it does is absolutely amazing. Difficult to learn. You're gonna want to watch videos. I had to watch videos. I've been an editor for 20 years, and I had to watch videos and learn how to do it because it's so advanced, it's so crazy. But the way it does it is so good. I've taken some green screen footage and just been blown away by the results I get out of it. Essentially, what it does is when you go into the color tool, you bring up your video with the green screen background. You literally draw on the green screen. You kind of just scribble on it. And so, scribble on parts of the areas that are green so it knows, okay, that's all the green areas. Boom, keys it out and just does a tremendous job. But you do have to understand how it works because otherwise you're going to be sitting there going, okay, now what do I do? So you definitely want to watch some videos. But anybody can learn the basic features of this. So for instance, if you deal with instant spokesperson videos, which are our local marketing videos, this is a tremendous software for being able to do that kind of work and not having to put a lot of money into some of the higher end editors because this does everything that you want. In fact, it's probably the one I'm going to recommend from now on for Instant Spokesperson, and we'll do some training videos on it because that way anybody, whether Mac or PC, you can use it. I can train on one platform and just say, use this. It's a great tool for it, and then everybody will have the same thing, and we can kind of all be on the same page with it. But tremendous program. Steve, go for it.
I have heard a lot of complaints about people trying to green screen. That's just very difficult in the, for instance, Sony Vegas. I was on one of my mastermind podcasting calls on Saturday morning, and of course, a lot of those people are doing video as well.
Sure.
And so, this guy mentioned that he edits all his podcasts in Vegas, which I do as well. He really likes the software, but he was having difficulty with green screening. And I said, well, I really don't. Then I realized after the call was over, I'm just doing instant spokesperson videos. Those are a lot easier to green screen than live videos.
Well,
but my point is, I've heard a lot of complaining about green screening. This may be a good solution. Go ahead.
And with instant spokesperson, we do use a lot of different actors, and some of them have, the lighting is going to be different from actor to actor. The type of green screen is going to be different from actor to actor. One person might be using a very bright green fabric background. Another one might have a painted wall that's, not quite as bright green. So what I've done lately is I've taken all of the videos that we produce with that, I key them out first, and then I put them on an extremely solid bright green background. So it's very, very easy to key that out now. Just one click and it's done. And we did that on purpose because people do have issues with that, and maybe they don't have the high-end tools to do some of the more fancy editing. Now they can do just one click. That green is going to be completely the same all around it, and it'll be keyed just like I would do it. So that's what we've kind of done to hopefully help with that. So
yeah, and I kind of figured that because it looks like it and it's easy to work with. So,
yeah, and some of the older ones. And by the way, if you're a member of Instant Spokesperson, you've done them. You bought them in the past, that in the old days they weren't like that. They were just keyed out so that you could, you had to do it yourself with the original keying. And we've gone back and we've created versions of those on the bright green screen as well. And the main reason we did that was for a program called VideoPal, which was a Todd Gross program where you could put the actors on a website. And it has a green screen tool in there, but it's a very basic one, so we wanted to retrofit all of our videos so that they worked with VideoPal very easily. And so that's why we did that there. So, but that's DaVinci Resolve, a great editor, tremendous color correcting program. You can check it out. It's from a company called Blackmagic Design. And you can go to blackmagicdesign.com/products/DaVinci Resolve, or just search DaVinci Resolve on Google, which is probably the easiest way, and you'll get to it. You'll be able to download it from Mac or PC and start using it right away. Like I said, tough learning curve, so you definitely want to watch some sort of training videos on YouTube, but well worth the time and effort because you're going to be using basically one of the top most advanced editors on the planet when you do that. So it's well worth the time and effort. The next thing I want to talk about is another video editor that's also completely free. This one is pretty similar in the way that it works. It's a little more high-end, very advanced tools. It's called HitFilm, and you can find it at hitfilm.com. This editor, again, kind of works the same way, I think, where you get the free version, and the free version has most of the tools that anybody would need. However, for higher-end editors, then you pay for upgrades and you pay for the higher-end version of it. But believe me, the free version of it is 100 times more than most editors would ever need unless they're doing really high-end advanced films and things like that. So it's another one that's got a great timeline-based editor, great color correction, it manages your media in there, and just does a tremendous job. So it's well worth checking out. You definitely want to look that up. It's HitFilm, and again, it's at hitfilm.com. And I feel bad we spent so much time on DaVinci Resolve and so little time on this, but the model is so similar, and the power of the tool is very similar. So either one of those is a very high-end video editor, and a lot of what I said before will apply for HitFilm. So just be aware of that. But I think HitFilm is probably a little bit easier for the average editor to get jumping in and involved in right away. So it's not as steep a learning curve, but very, very powerful tools. So definitely one worth checking out. They do have different versions of it. They've got a pro version, they've got the express version, and you want to go in there, get the free version. That's all you need right now for most people. I don't think you need anything more than that. So that's HitFilm. Definitely worth checking out. I recommend it anyway. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah.
So the next one I want to talk about is an open source editor that we've already talked about at the top of the show. And again, that's at freevideoeditor.co. You can download what's called the Shotcut video editor. And this is an open source software that's been being built for about 10 years. Most people have never heard of it, yet it's been around for a decade. They do upgrades every single month to it, so you're always getting a new, fresh version of it. It's a very good editor, high-end tools, does a lot of good work. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. Since I've started seeing that DaVinci Resolve is free and HitFilm is free, I almost want to send people there instead, because I think those are actually superior programs in a lot of ways. They're a lot more advanced, and they're a lot more difficult, but they're just more stable programs. I noticed that with Shotcut, you've got most of your tools there. They're a little confusing at times. It's not the best layout in the world. And quite honestly, I think people get confused by it. And a lot of people, especially on the Windows side, depending upon your configuration, tend to have problems with it. They can't get this to work. They can't get it to load. It crashes, whatever. And with some of the other programs we've talked about, they're definitely higher end tools. They're much more stable. They've got entire teams working to build them. But Shotcut, very, very good editing program. Again, it's completely free. And the great thing about Shotcut is that you can get involved in the creation of the program, because the creator of it is always looking for more information. He's right there. You can actually talk to the guy who's building it. So it's great as far as that goes. So highly recommend you check that one out as well. You can get it from our site at freevideoeditor.co. And when you do so, you can actually download some really cool stuff to go along with it, and that way you've not only got an editor, but you've got a lot of really cool extras that you can have some fun with as well. So highly recommend you check that out. freevideoeditor.co. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And so let's see. The next one I want to talk about, this one is for the Mac only crowd, and that's iMovie. And I shouldn't say Mac only. Mac only and iOS only, because they've got a version for iOS. So if you've got an iPad, or if you've got an iPhone, I believe, now I could be wrong on this, I believe on the iMac you still get it for free. So if you get a Mac, you can get it for free. I think on iOS you still have to pay $5. I forget whether it's free or $5. I've had them forever. They keep going back and forth on whether they're free or whether they're a couple of dollars. But great little program, works very well. Quite honestly, on your iOS devices, a really, really powerful video editor. I've actually done some things where I was just at a wedding and I took my phone out, filmed it, edited the whole thing, and during the reception, their wedding video was already up and running. So it's a tremendous tool for that. And also, I want to say Bentley. Can't remember if it was Bentley. One of the high-end.
Yeah, I remember that.
One of the really high-end car companies actually shot and edited an entire TV commercial specifically just using iPhones, iPads, and iMovie. And it was a high-end video for, I believe it was Bentley, but I could be wrong. It was one of the high-end car companies. But
I think it was Bentley. Yeah.
But and if you want to check that out, all you have to do is head on over to apple.com. You can look up iMovie, and you'll be able to get some information on that. But another really, really good program that can help you out with all of your video editing when you've got, especially on the portable devices. So there you go. All right.
Yeah.
All right, the next resource I want to talk about is something a little bit different, and this is for doing your live broadcasts. Now, many of you have probably heard of this one already. It's called OBS, the Open Broadcaster Software, and what that does is it allows you to do kind of what we're doing on Facebook Live as we record this. It allows you to put your videos onto Facebook Live or YouTube Live or whatever streaming service you happen to enjoy. You can do that with OBS, which is completely for free. Just head on down to OBS Project and you'll be able to download that. And what it does is it's basically a go-between between what you're producing and what's being streamed in the end. It kind of takes that information in and puts it out to the live streaming services. So you can do things like, picture in picture. So if you've got an interview, you can have one person on one side, one person on the other. You can put graphics, you can put pre-recorded videos, just live stream from your camera, just a lot of different options that you can do. And again, 100% free. So check that out because I think, if you're going to do any kind of broadcasting, it's definitely something that can help you because, quite frankly, many of the other tools are expensive, but they don't really do much more than what OBS does. Maybe they're a little more refined or maybe they look prettier, but OBS is a great tool for that. And you can get that obsproject.com. Again, completely for free. So check it out. Very, very good product. Comparable to, now what we're actually using a higher end tool here that has a lot of different things beyond just live streaming. But for the most part, what you're seeing on screen here, a majority of it you could do with Open Broadcaster if you took a little bit of time and effort to kind of create some of the things in there. So great software for doing that. Highly recommend if you're going to do any type of live streaming that you at least check it out. It's a very good program. So there you go. Another one that I want to talk about that is under basically the same idea as OBS. And that's, actually, I'm going to skip that one. I'm not even going to talk about that one because I think it's too soon. It's a program that's going to be coming soon. And so we'll hold off on that one a little bit because it's not.
I think I know what it is. And
what do you think that is? No, go ahead. Tell me what you think that is.
Is that the one that you can do a Facebook Live and put it on your website at the same time?
No.
Oh.
No, this is something. This is
you're
very
make
much
money
like,
with that.
Yes, yes. This is very much like OBS, but it's one we'll talk about in the future. As
never mind.
But anyway, so we'll skip that one for the moment. Sorry, guys. I know that sounds confusing, and it's a teaser for the future because we will talk about it in the future. But all right, so the next thing I want to talk about are some free resources for things you can use in your videos. Now, one thing that you can put into any of your videos are images and stock media, things of that nature. And one place that you can get that is at a site called Pexels, P-E-X-E-L-S. And when you go there, you can actually go to videos.pexels.com. And when you do that, you can actually find a whole bunch of really good downloadable videos that you can use in your projects. Now, don't get me wrong. If you go and try and compare it to iStock or Shutterstock, you're not in the same league, but you're also not paying $80 per video. You're paying nothing. So keep that in mind. What I like to do is I go to Pexels first. I look up, whatever subject I'm looking for. If they happen to have a video on it, great, and I'll take it and I'll use it. And if they don't, then I'll move on to some of the paid places such as VideoHive, or if VideoHive doesn't have it, then I'll go to iStock and get robbed. But up until then, I'll check out Pexels. And there's another site too as well, Pixabay. A lot of people don't realize Pixabay has videos on there as well. So if you go in there, you can actually look up for videos and find videos that you can use. Now, on the other side of that, you can also put images in your videos. So it's highly recommended that you go to Pexels and Pixabay to download images as well that you can use in your projects. And, you can get a lot of good stuff that way. So.
Absolutely.
Well, highly recommended if you're trying to do anything really cool, you want to add some media to it. Highly recommend you check both of those sites out because they have a lot of great stuff in them. So,
yeah, I've had good luck with it.
Yeah, and a lot of software is integrated with it these days too. So if you pick up some of these tools that you see each and every day that come out, well, a lot of times they connect directly to Pixabay. I always want to say, it's tough to say, Pexels and Pixabay.
Pexels and Pixabay. Yes, say that quick 10 times.
P-E-X-E-L-S and Pixabay, P-I-X.
Peter.
A-B-A-Y. Yes,
Picked
Peter.
a peck of Pixabays.
Exactly. All right, so another resource for some good free items is, this is going to surprise you, YouTube. Believe it or not, YouTube has a lot of free resources that you can use inside of your projects. For instance, anytime you go to YouTube, you may find videos that are what they call Creative Commons, and they have a little CC on them, which a lot of people think is closed caption. It's not. It's actually Creative Commons. And what that means is that the creator of that particular video or video clip is saying, hey, anybody can use this for their projects. It's open. And so if you go to YouTube and you actually search a certain subject, and then you go into to refine the search, you can actually choose to only see Creative Commons items, and then it will show you all the different videos that you can actually use in your projects and for your own purposes, because the author is actually saying, go ahead, use it for whatever you want. And and I've done that quite a few times actually. We did a project a while back where we were trying to gather leads from people that wanted to learn how to do card magic. And so I found some Creative Commons card magic tricks that were on there and used those to advertise this free book that we were giving away and collect leads. So it's a very effective way to be able to find some good stuff. And the great thing about that is a lot of times you find things that are already pre-produced, so you don't have to put a lot of editing time into them. So they've already got exactly what you need in them there. So it's a great place to go and look. Now, another source on YouTube is they actually have music on YouTube as well. So if you want to put music on your videos, you can actually go into the back end of your YouTube, and there's an actual section in there specifically for media, and in there you'll find a whole list of music tracks that you can use. Now, word to the wise, believe it or not, and this is kind of crazy, I've had people use some of the music that's in there, and they get flagged on YouTube for using copyrighted music. So I've only heard a couple of stories of it happening, but just be aware, for whatever reason, YouTube puts them on there and says, please use these in your videos. And I've had a couple people come back and say that their videos got flagged for using them. So just be careful with that. But it's a great resource for being able to add music to your videos. So I highly recommend you check that out. And why not, right? It's free.
Yeah, it's there. It's there and it's free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my rundown of some free resources for you. I'm sure there's a ton of other ones that you probably know of. And if you do, please put them in the link in the comments below this, or contact us at Video Marketing Madness. Send us a Facebook message or send us an email, whatever, and let us know some of the resources that maybe you know of that we didn't talk about today. And we'll do that in a future episode. It'll be fun.
Absolutely. That'll
we
be
all
great.
like free stuff. I like free stuff.
Oh, who doesn't like free stuff?
Oh, absolutely. Free stuff is brilliant.
Show notes. I'll have all this stuff. I'll make a comment on Ray's video of the show, and then we'll have it in the show notes for the podcast and the YouTube video and all that. So
excellent.
Very, very good.
So are we ready? Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna play.
I'm ready.
Sound here. Oh, here we go.
All right, now I'm ready. Mindset matters.
All right, so for this week's Mindset Matters, I want to talk a little bit about organization and scheduling, something that I am not great at. I am not great at, scheduling out my day, too many distractions and different things going on. But of course, for proper mindset, you want to schedule out your day as best as possible. Sure. And I found a tool that actually is also free. I did pay for an upgraded version of it, but it's called Opus One. And I've been through a ton of different scheduling tools, and a lot of them have, some features I like and need, and it doesn't do this right, and this one works, and this one does. This one's been very, very good for me. On the computer, it actually has that, realistic look, like it actually looks like a book and all that kind of fun stuff. On the phone, It does not. On the phone, it's much more straightforward. But it's a great program. It allows me to, what I like to do is I like to what's called chunk my day. And if you don't know what that means is, on Mondays I set aside big chunks. This is my email marketing chunk. This is my video production chunk. And this is my planning chunk. And that's how my day is going to go. And then I schedule the thing in the scheduling part. I put what I'm going to do in each of those chunks. So, email marketing, I'm going to send an email. I'm going to write the email. I'm going to send the email. I'm going to prep the next email. And then in the videos, I'm going to shoot this video today, and I'm going to edit this video today, and I'm going to upload this video, and I'm going to do things on YouTube for this video. So it works kind of both ways. I'm able to chunk out each of my days, and then I'm able to schedule actual to-do lists for those different parts of the days, and it makes my life a whole heck of a lot easier, and gets me to actually schedule things out, and I kind of stick to it every once in a while, which is good. So, but there you go. That's Opus One. Now, I do have to say, I know it's for Mac, I know it's for iOS and iPad. Honestly, I don't know if it's for PC, so you'll have to check it out. But if you don't have one that particular program for PC, there are a ton of programs just like it out there. I highly recommend that you do that. Start to schedule out your day. It's going to help you be more productive and waste less time, and just make life a little bit easier for you to make sure that everything that you need to do gets done when it should be done. So there you go. That is Opus One. And again, any other program you can think of that fits into that category will certainly be a help for you. So there you go. What do you think of that,
Very good.
Steve?
Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah, I've got a little scheduling software like that as well. I've been using it for 30 years probably. It's called ACT, A-C-T.
ACT is another very good one. Yes, probably one I should look up as well. I've never used ACT, even though I know all about it. So.
Well, one time I had a group of 5 salespeople. We had them all on ACT, syncing to a server.
Nice.
And it's good, powerful software. But it's what you like, and I think the Opus software you're talking about sounds really good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a good little software. Like I said, I pay for the upgrade. It costs me $24 a year, and that's the way it syncs to my phone. It syncs to my laptop. It syncs to my my iPad. Whatever I want to sync it to, I can do that. So I've got the schedule going everywhere, and never at a loss for what I'm doing next. So.
And you're a man on the move, and
That's
it's
right,
the man on the move, Ray, man on the move, Lane, and it's the radio show about video marketing madness with Ray the Video Guide. I'm Steve Sleeper on the Show podcast network, and today's program made possible by one of the things we talked about, eh?
Yes, made possible by freevideoeditor.co. If you're looking to start editing like a pro, well, then you can head on over to freevideoeditor.co. Hey, that rhymes. How do you like that?
Yeah.
So head on over there. You'll be able to download the free video editing program along with some of the goodies that we have available for it as well. So check it out today by heading on over to freevideoeditor.co and leave off the last M for, I don't see any M words on our thing here.
Yeah.
Million. 600 million. So freevideoeditor.co. Leave off that last M for million.
Or message. There's
or
no
message. Message is on there too.
Yeah, for those of you listening to the podcast, when we do the live video, there's a crawler at the bottom with the latest video news. So that's kind of cool. So
we just
watch
pull
it
an
on
M
Facebook Live.
word out of there.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Well, Ray, another fine program. And
Yes.
what did you say? Wrap?
Let's wrap it up. RAP.
Okay.
Biggie.
Biggie.
He's Ray, the video guy. Yeah, Ray, the video guy. His skill is where it's at. Even if he's a little fat, he's filled with video expertise and has so much knowledge that you need, you know. He stays sharp like a crease in his pants. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing super sick. He's Ray, the video guy, yeah. Ray, the video guy, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.